Shield activated. Torpedo Slayer and hostile combat.
Okay guys, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to the blog. Today's episode, this a long time coming, but I had this list going on for a long time. The top 10 most annoying things in gaming in general for me. So if you're offended by this or you think I'm speaking for an entire group, you're wrong. Just my personal thoughts, feelings, and how you can get fixed whatever way possible. Number 10, sad to say it, but you might think I'm a hypocrite. Console gaming. Console gamers. Around this time when there's new talks about new consoles, updates, stuff like that, you always hear, oh, this console's better than that console's better than this console, and it's like, it's a piece of hardware. Who cares about what power it has, what exclusive it has, what this and that has? It is a system to have fun. There's channels dedicated on YouTube about, oh, this game is better than that game, this console is better than that console, Sony is better than Microsoft, blah blah blah, stuff like that. And it's like, seriously? And most of these people are grown men and sometimes women, and it makes you wonder why this country is stupid, because the people complain over a stupid console. Stupid console don't matter to anything, just a console. There's no hope to fix those people. So the best thing to do is just stay away from them, do it the best you can, and just move on. Number 9, parents that do not use the rating system that each and every game has, mostly consoles. I mean, pretty much consoles, yeah. GTA shouldn't be given to a child that's 9 years old. Any violent game should be for a mature audience, not for Danny Boy or Mary Sue or whoever. Stuff like that. But year after year, parents just go against what the rating system says, which is there for a reason, and they buy the game. Then they complain about, oh, my child like this game way too much. My child is trying to shoot people. Stuff like that. It's like, there's a rating system for that, and people just don't want to listen until something happens. And it has been debunked, a year, maybe like 5 years ago. Video games don't cause people to go mass shootings or do any of these destructive things. People do these things on their own, and people don't want to listen, but that's fine. Best thing to do is avoid them. Number 8, I found the funniest one, exclusives. Every time you hear a new console or this and that come up, it's always, oh, get this system because the exclusives. And I have to laugh at that, because when you want to get a system, you're not trying to get for some stupid exclusives. Yeah, what was it? Sony, they have some nice exclusives, but guess what? So do PC, so does Microsoft. But every time you look up, it's mostly Sony gamers always talking about, oh, get this because it's exclusives. Exclusives is nothing. It's part of a marketing gimmick. Remember, all these games started on the PC, therefore there's PC ports. It's just those developers decide not to enact those ports to be sold. So anybody saying, oh, Those games are not on the PC. Technically, it is. It's just those developers don't want that to get out. And with Xbox moving away from exclusives just on the system, moving towards the PC, I find their exclusives been kind of okay at mid range, whatever. And people want to say, "Oh, The Last of Us, Uncharted, all that." Who cares? Uncharted is nothing compared to Tomb Raider, and Last of Us isn't exclusives. Last time I checked, it was on all systems. But if it's not, correct me. Otherwise, yeah. It's just find it funny. People always want to harp on that type of stuff, then get mad when people want to speak out and put them in their place. Um, Next one, not for me, but I know this is for console players because I know this always happens for console players, which pretty much I'm happy for because it put them in their place. It's the updates. If you know anything about the updates, you will know that um, once you, it depends on your internet connection too. Xbox, it does it as soon as you turn it on. Boom, you got an update, and it's quick sometimes. With the PS3, PS4, those take forever. Plus, if you're trying to play the game, even if not on the server, you still got updates. So that means even if you have like a day off or a few hours to kill, you can't play on that console because you got updates. Whereas on the Xbox, you can update it in the background and keep doing what you have to do. Sometimes, not all the time. Sometimes. I haven't been playing on the consoles since I got my PC last year, so I'm not that familiar with some of the stuff that goes on. But for the PC, it's not a breeze. It's a breeze. All I have to do is just go find the update, the file, download it, click on to open, install it. Boom, it's good. It doesn't stop me from watching movies. I can play games, stuff like that. Is when I choose to update it. That's the best part. The next one, this happened most recently with the Mafia 3 update, the Mafia 3 game. Putting a cap on the PC port, that's a no. I'm sorry guys, but that is stupid. I can see that happening for the consoles because the consoles are just made mass production just for people to just sit there and play on it. Whereas the PC, you got more things going on to have fun with. There's certain things in the background for PC programs and architect that is different from the consoles. So putting a cap on it, plus the fact that there's PCs that run way better than the specs that the Mafia 3 has. So putting a cap on is pretty much saying, oh, you have to abide by the rules we have for consoles as well, which is a no because PCs are better. And to avoid this PC versus consoles argument, I'm just going to leave it at this because I already made a video about how PC is better. I'll put it in the description. So I'm going to move on to the next one. Certain games into this category that is okay, but at the same time bad. Free to play games. Some of them are decent. Some of them just are terrible. There's a few that I have played that are great for free to play. One is Defiance, both on the PS3 and the PC. Notice I said the PS3, not the PS4, not the PS4 Slim, Fat, or whatever. Just the PS3, because that's the only version they have for it. There's many out there that is a cash grab, and many people fall for it. From Defiance, I played Dust 514, I believe that was free to play. I'm not sure. because I haven't played it since Battlefield 4 was released, so I'm kind of iffy on that one. There's a few other free-to-play games out there. I can't think of them right away, but I know there's a lot out there that pretty much put put a bad taste in people's mouths when it comes to playing free-to-play games, because that's pretty much you gotta use money. That's what the developers harp on. But there are people like myself who play certain games like Defiance where you don't have to use your money to advance in the game. If you put enough time and grind in the game, you will get the items. And so many people don't want to do it because so many people are lazy and they're casual gamers, which I'm sorry, I hate casual gamers. Period. The next one, easy access. This is pretty much on PC, but easy access for certain games I cannot stand because this allow shady developers to pretty much put games on Steam that shouldn't be on Steam. They just do that to like run people money dry or whatever. Because if they have like a popular game, it's like, oh, look at that, look at all the money they have. Well, that's just not updated for a few months or so. Then a few months go by and there's no updates or anything yet. There's still money coming in and still in free and easy access. There's games now still in early access on Steam, and it has been years for some of them. So I'm iffy on these easy. What was it? What I was about to say? Early access games. Sorry, it's just I'm not for it. If Steam had a better system to deal with this, to deal with these easy access games, I'm fine with it. Have like a deadline. If a game has been updated in say like 5 months, that's enough time right there. 3 months is enough time. If a game has been updated in 3 months, Steam should notify the developers, and if developers do not contact them in a certain amount of time, they should remove the game or what is the word? Reimburse the people who bought the game that are vocal in the comment section, the review section, demanding, hey, where's the updates? Can you update the game? Something. Yes, it'll hurt the Steam refund policy, but at the same time, it's sending a message to the developers, hey, we need to focus on these games, not just make them and just shoot them out. There was a recent developer, Homicide Games, sorry. They started trying to sue the gamers who was leaving bad comments on their video games because they suck. And it's known that their games suck because they'll make a game, then 3 to 5 months later, oh, a new game. They don't even try to update the game. They just make them and just shoot them out. Well, that bit them in the ass, and now I believe they're in bankruptcy or already closed. So, early access games, I'm iffy on those. Some of them, yeah, some of them not. But like this game I'm playing now, 7 Days to Die, the developers, they're doing a great job. They're updating the games. They're talking to the players, to the gamers, taking feedback, everything that you need to do with games. But sadly, most don't do that. The next one is DLC, pre-orders, all that stuff. I'm not gonna lie, I do it just for what was it? For the NBA 2K series, cause I like to get the extra VC instead of just using my money again to buy it in the game. Whereas I can buy some with the pre-order. That's it. Other people, they start buying it. Oh, I want to support the developers, this and that. It's like, no, they don't care about you. They just taking your money. It's stupid because that's how they put paywall on certain things. Oh, you want this in the game? Well, you gotta buy DLC. what was it? Battlefield, not Battlefield. Star Wars Battlefront. I believe it would cost the players over like $100 to have like the actual game with everything in it because it's EA. Um, there was another game I heard of. I can't remember what it was, where to get the actual full game, everything in it, without getting these DLC and all that, I think it was like around $100 to $200, and that's crazy. I remember when I was younger, mid '90s, early 2000s, I used to go to a place called Funkoland where I used to live. Games was like $20 to $40 per good graphics for the time, but now it's like 60, 70. Heck, some games come in with these special editions up to 200 or like 150. And it's like you guys are getting outrageous. Yes, the cost of the gaming is going up, but at the same time, you're rushing your product out and you're expecting these DLCs and pre-orders to save you, and most of the times it's not going to happen. There's gamers like myself that are smartening up that's saying no to this. Like I said before, my only exception is to the 2K, the 2K games. Most only the basketball games because the pre-orders are good. I'm not gonna lie. Special editions. The last two I got was Legends, I think, and the other for the 2K16 was Michael Jordan. I got both for the VC. It helps me for my characters and buying the team in the games, respective games. But that's it. I don't try to do anything else. But yeah, that's it. This next one is pretty much at the same as with these DLC and all that. Half-ass games that's being released. There's like the game I mentioned earlier, Dust 514. It's the Earth version of Eve Online, if you know what I mean. That game was buggy and it was terrible. A friend of mine actually tested the game and said that the developers made no what is it? No way of fixing the game. They did nothing to fix it. They did nothing to improve it. They did nothing with it. They just said, "Oh, we had some people test it, then let's just put it on the market." So there was random crashes. The menus, it froze on me a few times, and this is around the same time as Battlefield 4. So yeah, I would play Battlefield 4 over Dust 514 because it was that buggy, that terrible. You fall through the maps. People can spawn under mountains and still snipe at you. Yeah, crazy, and I don't like it. Number one for me is transactions. I should put this with the DLC and everything, but this one deserves its own. Granted, there's plenty of games out there that do transactions right, but there's way too many that do not. I'm gonna keep coming back to this one all the time in this section. Defiance. While it was a free-to-play game, people are free to use actual money to do microtransaction in the games. People who actually knew what they was doing, they actually grind through the games and they didn't need to spend money on anything. For me, granted, yes, I spent some money on outfits, but that's it. I like the help. There was a certain helmet I wanted. I'll use what, maybe $20 just to get it, and that's it. Where there was some extra clothes, I bought that too. But yeah, I didn't go overboard like, oh, I need this to beat everybody else. I need that to beat everybody else. No, because I don't play PvP. I play PvE, which if you don't know what that means, player versus player, player versus environment, which I play player versus environment because it's a lot easier to understand the characters instead of P versus P in Defiance because people like use special abilities and stuff like that. But yeah, microtransactions, it's pretty much putting a cap on certain games from being great because developers want more money or whatever the case may be, but I'm not for it. I refuse to give in to stuff like that because it's stupid. It's stupid. If they want more money, take the time. Delay the game before it comes out. Do anything you have to do to ensure the game comes out on time, fixed, and not relying on microtransactions. But people are not gonna listen. People are not gonna learn. But you can't do anything else. So if you enjoy this video, you enjoy my blog, what I have to say about these top 10 items, features, disgruntled ideas, whatever you want to call it. Leave me a comment in the comment section on what you don't like about it, what you like about, how it can be changed, how it can be different. Give me a like, subscribe. When you subscribe, hit the little bell because YouTube got a little glitch thing going on. It's stupid. I have my links in the description box. I have a Discord. I'll put that in the description. If I do not, just remind me. I'm just making all these videos back to back. Share it. Whatever you have to do to get the word out that these things have to be fixed one way or another. But I have to say it, guys. Have a good morning, good evening, good night. Be safe, be merry.